There you go.
Hey, happy afternoon, everyone on Facebook. This is Carrie Sparks with Pioneer Title, your Arizona title gal. I can reach at 602-715-5704. I hope everyone had a great weekend. As you can see from my face, it has been quite warm here in Phoenix, and I was wearing my sunglasses. My husband and I went out jet skiing on Bartlett Lake this weekend, and I got burned. But every Monday, I'm here with Chris Papaccio, who is vacationing up in the pines. We
Yes.
call Sedona Pines, but introduce
That's
yourself,
Sedona.
Chris.
So, afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. Again, Chris Papaccio here with eMortgage Management. Direct phone number is 480-227-1083, and my NMLS number is 336676. We're coming at you here from the Pines up here in Sedona, and I had the windows facing the mountains so you guys could all see it, but it was too much glare. So now we have a little bit of shadowing going on, but we're going to get through this.
No, I'm a little jealous, Chris. It's so pretty up there at the Red Rock. We were talking about, a topic each week to go over. And I was listening to an audio tape today about the difference between our standards that we set for ourselves and the goals that we set for ourselves. And I thought it was very interesting, the spin on it, because every year, many of us will set New Year's resolutions, their goals. We'll write our goals down for business or personal and their goals. But the audio tape I was talking about, I wanted, Chris to kind of go into is what's different about setting standards and increasing the standards that you set for yourself. So whether it's a production thing for you or it's athletic or if it's how you eat, how much you sleep, whatever that is, raising your standards in your life. If you could share some thoughts
Yeah,
on that, Chris.
definitely. And I really thought this was an interesting topic when we started talking about it. So, to what you started saying is, goals, like we always are setting goals for ourselves of, and it's kind of an ideal of what we want to hit and or a target kind of thing of what we want to hit for the year in January and or for the month, the number of units or the number of sales or number of listings or number of clients, like, all that. But when you start talking about comparing a goal to a standard, I mean, I think you're holding yourself to a higher, you're basically holding yourself personally accountable to a higher caliber of what you expect every day. So beyond the goal of I'm going to do X, the raising your standards is you're going to do it. You're going to make sure that you're getting, you're going to get up in the morning and go exercise every morning, to get in it's almost like a standard. I would also say would be like a routine. It's like a positive habit that you can put yourself into that would help you obtain that goal
Well,
potentially.
for people like me, where I am my own worst enemy,
Mm-hmm. We
um,
all are as humans.
it's it's what I do. It's like if I don't do certain things, yeah, it's just part of my life. It's just what I do. It's what I hold my standard to. I just hadn't really had it put to me that way about just not going down to a different level and just going, you know what, I'm going to do this amount of activities per day or this amount of production or this amount of whatever that is. But going, you know what, I'm going to increase my standard for myself or I'm going to increase my standard for my team or
Correct.
whatever that is, increasing your
Yeah, I mean,
standard.
and I think when people hear this initially, they're going to hear the word standard, and sometimes it has got a stigmatism that you're um, like cutting out something or trying to get like a higher caliber of client or a higher um, listings that are in the 500 plus range versus just staying in your kind of safe lane of 250 to 350 or whatever is available. And there's a piece to that, but I think to what you were saying and what we're trying to point out is there's more to it than just that piece of it. Raising your standards is it's basically you're making that physical choice of, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to or I'm going to institute this in my office, or I'm going to institute this in my life. I'm
Exactly.
going to institute this in
Well,
my
you
business.
bring up an interesting point, Chris, too, because you touched on, what amount
Right.
inside the audio tape they also were talking about, and I've listened to a lot of this during this whole COVID-19 stuff. We all have the same amount of time. It's just what we're doing with it.
Well, and I
And
mean,
that was part of the conversation about what your standard was.
yep. And I mean, if you think about the one commodity us as human beings have, really the major one that if we start thinking about it, is the only one that really matters is time. That's the only thing that's finite in every piece of our life, is how much time we have, to live, to breathe, to, awake hours in the day, whatever it is. So if that's one of the most important things, how you're using that and what standard you're bringing I mean, it could be your standard of working smarter so that you get to spend more family time and, use your jet ski, come up here to the mountains, versus I'm going to work, 60 hours a week and, create that job for myself. There's, using what we've talked about in other videos, online, social media tools, online tools, CRMs, all those things to help manage your time smarter so that you're working hard, but it doesn't, you're not putting in all those hours because you've got systems in place and all that stuff.
And just getting the systems in place has been interesting over the last few months, as everything has been just in hyper mode going forward with technology and what we need to do to stay connected, how to be connected, what not to do to be connected. I've got a really great show coming up next week. It's not going to be hosted live on Facebook, but what it will be is there's a Zoom invitation I'm happy to send anybody who's in sales. And it's with Steve Black again. Steve was did a program with me about 2 weeks ago, and yep, my puppies are gonna go off live on Facebook. Anyways, he did a little thing on it, and sorry, we're just gonna have to wait for a second. And he was talking to realtors about what you needed to know about everything social media related in this time period. He condensed it into a 70-minute presentation. And anyways, he's going to do it again, but he's going to do it with another spin on it. And so I'm really grateful he's going to do that. There's a workbook and everything that's available to those people that sign up. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah, so it's going to be a great new program next week. But I also have a new campaign that I've come out for people who are wanting to invest some time in increasing their social media engagement. So all things coming out. If someone would like to get a hold of me, I can reach at 602-715-5704. Chris, do you have some final words?
Yes, I just want to, thank everyone for joining us today. I hope they have a really productive week. Well, hopefully next week we'll have another exciting topic. And again, if anyone has any questions or if not working with a lender and they need assistance, please reach out. My direct phone number is 480-227-1083.
Awesome. Chris, enjoy your time up in Sedona with the family. I'm going to invest in some sunscreen apparently this week so that I can go and spend some more time on the jet ski.
I'm sure I have one of those bottles of the Pioneer Title sunblock even, you gotta bring some of that with you.
Yeah, I can, but not for the face. So anyway, everyone have a beautiful weekend or week. And if I can do anything to help you improve your business, I'm always here for you. I'm never too busy to take a phone call. And again, my phone number is 602-715-5704. Chris, go enjoy the rest of the day with your family.
Have a great day, everyone.